Diego si Immortal, VP.
Naku, lakad mo
as well. Those heroes can't defend themselves super well, so I just like that they have both Night Stalker and Storm to give them more flexibility on who they jump.
But they've also got the Huskar, so the timings of this game are going to be a little different from what we've seen on this patch previously.
Yeah, I'm excited. Arctic Burn from Puppey, getting some help from Chrysalis for these runes. And looks like Chrysalis does end up taking that bounty rune, but Boom in the meantime. Okay, Chrysalis actually gets first blood on the other side, and Boom completely trashed in the mid lane so far. Very little HP to work with, right? Which Io, Keeper of the Light are the two most common. Would you even consider CM a mana battery, since it is just a passive and it's kind of slow?
Maybe like your half of one. Like it'll speed up your farming on Storm, which gets you the items, which is the mana battery. As just a lot of harass being put out here.
Yep. Oh, nice separation there as Zayat ends up dropping to...
Can like walk around and deward everything for free. You know, your damage dealer in the late game. You've got the DK stun to set up for all of like Zeus's damage. As
ooh, he has another mango, but does he have the range for the frostbite? Yes. Oh, Fairy Fire keeps Zayat alive about a second longer. Ends up being a waste of gold, but Tofu getting credit for
when either the 4 or 5 position is going to be an incredible lane. They're being very aggressive up here too. Like you can see the positioning from both Tofu and Duraccio. They are not letting them come up at all.
Yep, Nisha continuing the spam here. And Boom's going to return the favor. We do see Ice drop. So Duraccio, you're talking about this combo. It is...
They're trying to make up for this by doing a rotation.
Yep, Ace getting really low, but here's the gank from Boom. Cold Embrace keeps Chrysalis alive a little bit longer, and the Berserker's Blood doing a decent work, but the Remnant from Boom ends up being enough. So a good gank there from Gaimin Gladiators. Top lane, Zayat gets dropped as Duraccio continuing his absolute onslaught in this top lane. Ice is only able to get off the axes, but gets frostbit. There's a buyback onto Zeus, actually, as Duraccio and company. I mean, I would assume they find this, and they do with the hammer. So Zayat.
Yeah.
So that is very important. How long do they keep these for these days? Like, till the tier 3s come, maybe?
Yeah, maybe even tier 4. I mean, this is the only source of... Oh, yo, Zayat isn't... Yeah. Oh, man, that's going to be a dieback.
Yeah, well... I mean, is it really considered a dieback for a Huskar?
I think just even a casual Sange is fine. Just the amplification to Berserker's Blood is enough. Like, I've even seen people go multiple Sanges.
Life break, yep. Attempted TP from Ace, but the Centaur Stomp is there from Ice. Nicely done.
Yeah, I suppose, you know, you kill a knight.
Lead is decently substantial.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Does the shard... So it's just the magic immunity and free movement during Starbreaker.
Yep, quite good. Ice. Oh, nice curse comes out, but the Solar Guardian connects. He's going to beat the shit out of Boom for now, who zips out to safety. There's the Starbreaker that finishes off Ice, but Chrysalis has come to play. And it looks like, oh, no save from Celery. That was about a half second. Maybe even for Gaimin Gladiators, because they actually just abandon it to potentially try and get a kill. Nisha, oh, looks like they're going to go for the Wyvern first, delete him off the map. Nisha pops the BKB, but he's only in human form. And with a 5k lead from Gaimin Gladiators, just starting to run away with this thing.
Boom does not have enough mana to zip in.
Yep, Ice. He has the Roar. He's going to have to expend on the BKB target. Storm Spirit getting really low. Solar Guardian comes in, though, not able to connect on anybody. Storm Spirit looks like Boom is finally going to drop to that Arc Lightning, but it's going to be the cost of Chrysalis and basically the rest of Secret. Triple kill for Duraccio, the only...
Despite the Aegis.
Yeah, but Puppey, he's got his curse ready. Nisha's going to start it off with that Dragon Tail, so Tofu's going to be the casualty. Actually pops his ult and dies about a split second later. Going to turn into a tier 1 tower for Secret.
That they've taken the top area. Like I was saying, the advantage of Radiant is that you want to play this top jungle anyway.
Okay, Puppey gets dropped by Duraccio's ult, but the Dragon Tail is there onto the Storm Spear. Celery with the heal bomb, and the Dawnbreaker just doing such massive damage. Nisha pops that BKB, and remember, they don't have their Huskar even remotely near them right now. Boom, getting quite low, but zips to safety. Nisha, now that the BKB is down, Duraccio's able to... Oh, the curse just saves him! Chrysalis gonna try to follow this up with some damage with a BKB pop from Duraccio, and Ace has one of his own. Chrysalis getting focused. Remember, this is just the Aegis, though. And this is a disastrous fight for Secret. Chrysalis now at full HP. See if they can kite him. Puppy, he's going to drop to that Spirit Vessel, and Crystal is left all alone. This would be the best, but not for a position 1.
Well, even the Eon Disc is like, he still builds up the spear stacks when he jumps you, so...
Well, Ace, he has the Lincoln supply. It's going to be popped immediately. Looking for Puppy, potentially. I think that's their first target for sure. He gets zipped on Solar Guardian, and he does get the curse off, while Ace is just beating the crap out of Zeus, but you can see the roar comes through, and Ace is going to drop, but staying alive with that Essence Ring, getting healed up pretty highly now. As Huskar attempting to chase, but 2 members of Secret have already died, and Crystal is just getting kited with that BKB. They're going to zip back in, and this is a disaster again. Tofu gets off a decent ult, and 4 dead for Secret, making a full team white, and Gaimin Gladiators are all... What is this stupid creep call? Oh, we're going to see Ace gets initiated on, pops that BKB, but Dyrachyo able to take out the backliner in the form of Puppy. Double kill for Dyrachyo now onto Zayat, so both supports dead. But Storm Spirit, very low on mana. Celery's there, though. Looks like he's going to be the focus now, but Crystal is just getting beat down by Dyrachyo himself. Triple kill on the Dawnbreaker. Nisha is on the cliff, so trying to pull an Arteezy, but ends up dying instead of staying there the whole game. Ultra kill now. And that's another full team white. GG's are called.
And potentially a snowball. It's not really the same as like an IO Lash or an Oracle Lash, you know? So this hero can be exploitable.
Yeah, with how game 1 went, it might happen. We'll see. Secret can bounce back.
Yeah, Puppy's going to take a hammer, and he's going to take a death. First blood goes the way of...
That's like about 50%. But from what we've seen in competitive, at least in Western EU, it has not gone well every time that it's been picked.
Well, Zayats is going to get taken out by Celery, so again, we're seeing the prowess of this. Another hero I actually want to talk about, not often picked, is Puppy. Okay, Snowball into another death for him. So this top and bottom lane going the way of Gaimin Gladiators, and we just take a little peek mid. 14-3 versus the 11-3 in terms of the CS discrepancy between the mid laners. Relatively even. Not too big of an advantage one way or the other. But yeah, talk to me about Mr. Shadow Shaman, as we're seeing another shackle. Buy some time for Ice, but the hammer should be enough. So Celery picks up another kill for himself.
Yeah, a Gaimin Glad plummeted since that change, as well as maybe a couple of other minor nerfs, but...
Yep, Crystallis. So he's going to get snowballed on. Shikuchi's about to run out. I don't know if Tofu could actually finish him off. We'll turn their sights onto Puppy instead, but he clockwork cogs him to the other side. So Tofu is going to get dropped. So nice job from Secret. And Ace still has to kill that swarm off. He's going to apply a lot of pressure to Puppy now. This is the slowest death of all time. Has to pop the Fairy Fire in tow. And he dies inside his own...
like Timber versus like Centaur or something like that. Dawnbreaker does actually do a lot of magic damage, so... I thought it would be okay for the Dawnbreaker, but I did not expect it to go like this. Like, I actually thought they were going to land a Viper into Timber.
Snowball back out. Ace finds the kill onto Puppy. And Dawnbreaker, okay, that's going to be a nice pick off for Secret. Helped out with that Thunder God's Wrath, of course. Onto Ice, but doesn't look like it's to be. As Ace just taking a little bit of farm where he can take it.
The lane's like a little far up. Puppy's trying to go for a wraparound.
Yep, the Shikuchi in. Puppy still has his battery assault cogs. Shard's not quite keeping anybody in place, and Ace is going to be the casualty for Gaimin.
Very patient from Nisha. And Zayats is mid, getting XP during this. He's going to go down.
That's a little bit of a negative XP since he is dying.
Yeah.
2P. Ice. All right, he's got the Chakram ready to go, but doesn't want to...
You know, farm that whole area instead of being up here.
At what point does Boom come up to try to take this tier 1? As we're going to see the Snowball, but Crystal is out of range. Still has a Snowball icon attached to him for some reason. The Dawnbreaker ult comes in, connects nicely, and Puppy inside his own cogs. Ace is getting really low. It's not the Viper Strike, but it looks like he's going to be the one to fall instead. Ice making his transition over as well. So it ends up being a 2-for-1 in favor of Secret, but I mean, I say that it is still a position 1 for another day. Good.
For that shellacking tier list, they had me axed.
Well, that would have been sad if that never actually came up.
Yeah, we got lucky. Yeah, that's the
thanks, Secret.
Yeah.
Oh, Snowball into the Walrus Punch, and they have the burst damage. Crystal is dead in the blink of an eye, and you can see Secret want to try to get Dyrachyo to get a bit of a trade, and they'll find him. So 1-for-1, but this is turning into a good old-fashioned team fight as Boo able to do so much damage. Ice comes in, gets rooted, and he's ticking down to this Leshrac. Double kill for Boom. As Zayats, they're trying to use the wards to their cover, but Gaimin Gladiators doing a really nice job of keeping their distance. Charge keeps the Zeus in place. They're not going to pursue any further.
That one too.
Indeed. Boom. Pretty low on mana right now as Dyrachyo just ready to use that Solar Guardian. At the root. Frostbite for Puppey. He's faking out his hook shot. Oh boy, he actually misses it on the retreat, so they can just take him down inside his own cog, with the Solar Guardian being used to full effect. Take out this Rasta, so the two supports for Secret are dead instantly. Nisha, he's at quite the distance here, so is safe. Continuing to get these Arc Lightning spams. He's going to get that Thunder God's Wrath to find himself a kill, as the buyback for Shadow Shaman is there as well. Celery is getting kited. Not enough damage for Ice quite yet to take out this Aegis, but with that zap from Zeus, it is enough. Now they're going to have to try to turn this around as Leshrac back to full HP, gets off the Yules, and they're going to kill off Chrysalis pretty early in this mini engagement. The TP in by Puppey is going to force Gaimin Gladiators retreat. The hell was
that? Was just one of the slashes.
I feel like that was a Deso, but it's just the Blightstone.
Yeah, just Luminosity crit, that's it. As Nisha gets caught.
Yeah, this would be a big kill. Split Earth, but TP's coming. Ice. They could try to turn this around. I mean, very little mana to work with on Boom. As you can see, the trap onto the Tusk, so Tofu taken out by the backstab of Zayats. Now Boom just trying to get out with his life. Zayats pays the ultimate price thanks to Ace. As Ice, he wants to continue on, but again, that Starbreaker doing so much damage. He's going to get chased down potentially. Dyrachyo, another couple right clicks. Oh, he gets the Yules off, and that's going to buy enough time for Dyrachyo to be taken out by Chrysalis. Nicely done from Secret, and they get a much...
Two very big power spikes. We were talking about them a few minutes ago, and there wasn't really anything that big coming up, but...
Oh! Hookshot misses, but Zayats is there with the lockdown, but the Solar Guardian coming in, and Tofu's getting healed to a high degree. Dyrachyo kind of left alone because of the segregation of those wards. Dyrachyo, BKB running out. He gets the kill, but only on a support to start things off. Ace gets off the Viper Strike. Ice, trying to get out. Celery. Okay, they're going to focus on Chrysalis, but pops that BKB before the Split Earth connects. They get the dust off as well. Looks like Celery is definitely dead. Oh, okay.
Oh, he doesn't
chooses not to kill him. Interesting is Dyrachyo. Now the focus is on Ice, who drops to that Split Earth, and now Puppey in the trees. Tofu. He's going to be the one that gets taken out, though. And the rest of Secret on the run, but Chrysalis is found, and that is a big kill for Gaimin Gladiators.
Man, that's a lot of ices in one sentence.
Scythe of Ice.
There it is.
Timber Chains. Overwhelming Blink not there. Oh, the instant Hex, but Zayats deleted. But you can see the Lesh taking a ton of damage. Starbreaker's not enough to save his life. So it's a 1-for-1 support for position 2. Dyrachyo, his BKB. Okay. He's just left all alone. So double kill for Chrysalis as Secret again winning a big fight. Celery trying to get out, but the battery salt there just in time. So 3 kills, all for Arasta.
As you know, Aether Lens does not increase like rot range because this is like a radius, right? So the way Tusk Ags used to be...
Oh! Celery's... Okay, he's gonna die.
Canceled. Yeah, he's dead.
Go ahead.
So now that it's vector targeted, you are actually targeting it on a specific unit, so it's got a range to it, and so Aether Lens works if it's a little bigger than Walrus Punch or if it is exactly Walrus Punch.
Oh, hook shot. Puppey gets kicked out. You can see the BKB activated by Ice as they're inside a Nimbus, and a lot of damage being applied to Tusk, but it's going to be a trade for Puppey. 1-for-1, the buyback onto CM now. As Boom drops, that is a big kill for Secret. He still has buyback, though, as Ace is going to use his BKB, but 4 steps to safety. You can see Chrysalis with the double damage. He's just ripping through everybody. And they're just holding on to this buyback on the Lesh. Indeed.
So they feel like they have to sit in base.
Yeah, you can see the buybacks, most of which are up for Secret, and on the other side, 0. So, hook shot. All right, Tusk, that's essentially a dieback because they know you will not have buyback anytime soon. And this is going to be Mega Creeps pretty easily for Secret as Ice trying to buy a little bit of space. And look at him just solo down Dyrachyo. And that is a dieback for him as well, as Boom trying to salvage this game, but it looks like it's going to go to game 3 as Secret extend it. GGs are called. Secret were down like 6-7K at a relatively early stage, and they came back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
Tide and Timber on the same squad. One of these guys going
Nisha's
mid. It's going to be Timber mid.
Offlane Tidehunter. Okay. So they end up...
Boom.
This is not...
Okay, you can see how much damage that does when you're surrounded by trees. Gets off the Aether Remnant as Crystallis ends up getting first blood on Duraccio.
Celery's here. He's trying to deal with this Timber that's being such a menace.
And they can't do much. He's going to be the one to actually TP, which is surprising me. Cold Embrace is going to set up the tree dance, though. Not sure if they have enough damage to actually kill off Nisha, as Zayat has come to play as well. He's going to take a decent amount of damage with that Aether Remnant, keeping him in place. So his rotation is completely punished on the side of Gaimin.
Dude, Celery had the 2 Mud Golems again, the little Mud Golems to stun, and then also you would max the Anchor Smash.
Up Crystal as he gets off an early Sunder. Getting a lot of HP back as a result. Still a Swarm applied, but he has such massive armor. And here's the reinforcements. Nisha missing out on the Chakram. And Boom with that double damage. Doesn't have any mobility spells for a little bit now. Gonna take another Timber Chain. Oh my god, I thought he had enough time to pop. Very well indeed to get their first 2 losses of the DPC for themselves. As Celery is gonna find his way to the grave. But he does force a couple heroes from Secret to pay attention to him.
Yeah, Timber not exactly a hero that cares about any of Enchantress's defensive capabilities. More than capable, very fast. Honestly, a pretty good hero. Not in general, but against the TB with that Maelstrom.
We're seeing the replay on the kill here. 0.6 seconds away from that. Okay.
Oh, there it is again. That's all right.
This time on the position 1. So
did we just watch the replay twice or what?
Nisha is going ham this game. He is having himself a game. And this, again, was the Timber versus Void Spirit. It is not remotely
That's true. That's also not close. Tofu's huge. What the hell? Tofu's got 6,800 now.
Hook shot. Still with an Astral Step. Oh my goodness. They're going to curse on top of the Ravage. Is this going to be enough? Another Astral Step. And he actually has the Shard for the Dissimulate Distance. So a little bit of miscommunication from Secret. Cost them a potential kill there. Ice, ice, ice. He's going to take a lot of damage from this Impetus. Gets off the Anchor Smash, but gets forced back into the fray. Wukong's command probably not needed, but Gaimin Gladiators still get a pretty decent...
How the game is going are not going to scale as well as him, so but he feels like he has the net worth.
He's going to get hook shot. Has time lapse. Oh! Okay. Gets it off and will live as a result. But on the other side of the river, Ice, Ice, Ice not going to be so lucky. He does not have a time lapse ability on Tidehunter. And now with that full HP, Tofu able to pressure Zayats, but he gets the 4-staff up, and Nisha zoning it out. Still with the Shikuchi, so Tofu should be fine. Zayats taking so much damage from Celery, though. But they cut the tree again, and Duraccio does have his BKB. Will have to use it, but now they're going to force all this pressure onto Nisha inside this Wukong's command. And Crystallis and company are going to have to back out. The roar onto Puppey results in his death. And Gaimin Gladiators, I mean, I feel like Secret have... It's so weird to watch a game where they're just getting out-farmed as the minutes...
I read the headline, and that didn't click, which is what
it wasn't a clickbait enough for you?
No.
Needs an arrow for you to click on it.
Yeah, that's the arrow. The arrows really get me.
Oh, hook shot. Zayat will find Celery. It's a nice 4-staff off, but it's into the arms of the rest of Secret, so...
Lockdown before. Now there's... I mean, it's a difficult combo to pull off.
There's troves of them.
There's a big treasure trove of Lockdown coming out of Zayats.
Yep, Celery gets sheeped. Double Chakram. That's the Agnum Scepter from Nisha now. Not quite enough to take out Celery, but yeah, Ice 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 using the Ravager Ace, able to pop the BKB. Kind of zoned out from getting back to his base, so instead will focus onto Puppey, who gets dropped before he can even pop his curse. Ace, luckily able to traverse to the high ground, but he's going to get chased by Nisha. Misses out on both Chakrams, but still has the burst damage and
be the guy that's finding the hero that's split pushing.
Yep, B-word action is here as the jump in from Boom, focusing on Puppey, gets 4-staff and has the Eon Disc to survive, as Zayats might not be so lucky. He's just in the corner. The hook shot, not going to keep him alive, so 2 dead just like that. Gaimin have the advantage. Wukong's command not really going to trap anybody inside, but Crystallis is going to get hit by the Boundless Strike. Lotus Orb applied. See if they're able to actually turn this around on him. They still have the numbers advantage, does Gaimin, but the BKBs have already been activated. Ice on the high ground. The jump in onto Chrysalis gets the Sunder off at the last moment into the Ravage, finally used, and that is a high value kill for Secret.
They're looking to still go though on Gaimin.
Yep, they can try for it. There is a buyback, and they're going to use it on the Void Spirit, but Dyrachyo getting extremely low. Forced step to safety again. Nisha going to try to finish him off, but that's the big kill. Chrysalis is dead. Does have buyback, but again, no meta to work with. Ice looks next on the list, Jenkins. And with that buyback, that turned around the fight pretty big in favor of Gaimin.
Yeah, greedy carry players often take all the items from this, but in this case, it actually makes sense.
We have the curse. It's not going to last that long because there's no targets nearby, but it's long enough. Tofu bursted. Nisha and company with an 8K lead. And like you said, Chrysalis did consume the Aegis. Did consume the Ag.
Oh, they cut
nice
Dyrachyo.
hook shot. Zayat. It's that Monkey King, and this is going to lead to a very big kill. But Dyrachyo pops that BKB. Wukong's command with the level 25 talent is doing absolute work. Nisha gets off the mini Yules. Still going 1v1 battle with him, and the Gush comes in, and that's enough. Down goes Monkey King, no ult to work with. Still buyback still from Gaimin. Boom. Gonna have to use a lot of his mobility spells in order to TP back to base. He'll be successful with that Aegis for another 3 minutes. Hook shot again from Zayas. He's been all over the place, and Ice with the first Ravage. The second to come. This is going to be an enormous kill. Down goes Void Spirit. He has no buyback. Huge kill for Secret. Obviously expends both Ravages, but now they don't really have to fear too much from the side of Gaimin. It's going to be a 5v4. Those trees have not been safe for him this game at all. Curse. Gonna need some damage to Tofu in the meantime. The buyback comes from the Monkey King as Chrysalis doesn't have Sunder for another 6 seconds, but again, just wants to use that Aegis. And Nisha is the real carry, though. But they're in the side this huge Wukong's command. Ice able to sidestep, gets off the Gush, taking a lot of damage from this impetus, but a nice save from Puppey. Cold Embrace stays him for a little bit. Delays the inevitable. Still has the buyback if he really wants to push the envelope. And Cheese still on the Terrorblade. Another hook shot on the Zayat as Ace looks to be next. And Secret in very good position to finish this series 2-1. Celery able to force staff to the high ground. Zayat's not able to connect on that hook shot this time, although his hook shots have been extremely good this game. Basher applied to Chrysalis.
He's kind of in.
He has to be careful. Gets off the Sunders. Dyrachyo is going to get jumped now by the real carry again, but the Cold Embrace is going to save the Terrorblade, or the Timbersaw, I should say, and that will be the official dieback onto Dyrachyo, which means it's going to be pretty difficult for Gaimin Gladiators, if not impossible, to hold this.
Gotta hit his spells of a lifetime. You gotta sell everything, get Daggons. I don't know.
Yep, Chrysalis buying the Satanic, but it's not going to be on himself yet as Boom jumps in.
It gets
instantly hexed. Oh my god. Somebody needs to go back on the replay and check that sheepstick. He was clicking on the ground. You knew it.
I don't know what he was doing.
Right.